Steve, 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 Steve. Are you really going to make me do this all over again? I'm back to DaVinci Resolve, Steve. Same caveat as yesterday. If I'm not making eye contact with the camera or I seem distracted, I'm driving the program. Don't read anything into the body language. That's all I'm doing. I'm concentrating for your benefit, to help you out, to help prove you're an upstanding, upright, reliable, integrity-driven individual. That's the project here. Right, so here we go. Here's your OG clip. Let's just get past the bit of scrubs, which, you know, I'm a bit insulted to use. It's one of my favorite programs. Okay, here we go. Let's see what you've got to say for yourself here, Steve. Peanuts, you say?
So guys, that's the offer. Take Jeran's footage, run it through whatever software you want, slow it down, see if you can isolate Jeran saying since and not sets, and if you can do that successfully, if he says since, then I'll pay out the £1,000.
£1,000. Pay you £1,000. That's what I'm hearing. Anybody hearing anything different? Let's just do me old trick. We'll shorten this up. Grab this little section over here. Oh, bloody buggering hell. Right, bang, boom. Let's have another listen.
Then I'll pay out the £1,000.
Sounds like pounds to me. Let's just zoom in. Now, speaking of waveforms, that's what you saying pounds looks like, Steve. Look at that. Crazy. We can just grab this little man over here. Whack it there. Whack it here again. And let's not mess around. Let's just go this guy, and we'll slow him straight down to, where's my speed change? There we go. Straight down to 25 times speed. How about that? You up for it? I'm up for it. I love it. Great. There we go. And it already fits. All right. Shall we play these back, Steve? See what you think. I think we will. Let's go from the start. And let's just have a look. So this is the shorter version of the clip.
Then I'll pay out the £1,000.
£1,000 to me. What about this one?
Then I'll pay out the £1,000.
Pay me out £1,000. Beautiful. Looking forward to it. Here we go.
Pounds.
And if we slow it down to 25 times, or 25%.
Pounds.
Let's crank it. Get a nice look at that waveform. Not even going to apologize if I hurt your ears, Steve. Here we go.
Pounds.
That's what I'm chasing, my brother. Preach. Absolutely. And then this should be the one from today. Let's see what you've got to say for yourself here.
Straws and denying reality. So Craig, once again, buddy, send us your postal address, and if you want 1,000 peanuts, then boys and girls.
There we go. That's what I was talking about yesterday. High GPU load, because I'm running OBS and thingy. So when you hear that on the other video, that's what's going on. You can see it today. Fix that.
What do you think, boys and girls? Did I say pounds or did I say peanuts?
You definitely said pounds. We just heard it, Steve. So, yeah, I don't know what we're arguing about. What's going on? Let's just skip ahead here, because you've got this little supercut of you saying peanuts lots. So we should get a good sample that I can analyze like I did yesterday, Steve. Let's have a look. Here we go.
1,000 peanuts. 1,000 peanuts.
1,000 peanuts. Oh, I can already tell it's not looking good for you, buddy. Now, we don't need this bit, because poor old Mike, he's been through the ringer. You've really taken him to the school. And he's super busted up about it too. He's been in my DMs all day, very upset, Steve. There's no need for this. Mike's been nothing but cordial and friendly to you. He's invited you on the show repeatedly and you've said no. And then you've come out on the attack. I don't really understand what that's about. Mike's a good dude. Go easy on Mike. Craig, you can go to town on. But leave my buddy Mike alone. All right, let's just go back here. Let's hear some peanut action.
1,000 peanuts. 1,000 peanuts.
1,000 peanuts. These nuts right here.
1,000 peanuts.
Right, that looks like peanuts. Let's just double check.
Peanuts.
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 Peanuts. Just a bit more showing off, really, more than anything, Steve, that I can eyeball this stuff like I did yesterday. When, yesterday when you gathered £1,000 worth of debt. Very embarrassing. All right, so we got one there. That's your peanut. Peanut is a fun word to say, Steve. I'll give you that. Speed change. We've got to change the speed. That's on audio. Can't do it there. Let's change this to, let's go to 50%. You know what? Let's just go straight to 25. I don't even need to play this back, really, but we'll do the comparison. What volume did I set this to when I cranked it? Can't remember. 17. Let's make it 18.1 like we did yesterday. And then I'm going to grab this one, which is my copy, and we're going to make that 18.1 just like yesterday. There we go. Oh, crap, Steve. This is already looking bad for you, buddy. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Dear. All right, so this is the other one. We'll just put them side by side. These waveforms are different. Let's hear the peanuts.
Peanut.
Cut the S off there. Let's just expand that out a bit. There's the S. We know it's an S because of the arrowhead from yesterday, Steve. Let's try this again.
Peanut.
Peanuts and
Pounds.
I'm sorry, Steve. That stretched out pounds does sound objectively funny. All right. Pound. I should be streaming this. Why am I having to enjoy this on my own? Anyway, one more time.
Peanut.
You definitely said peanuts, but that's today's video. This is yesterday's.
Pounds.
Okay. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Steve. We'll just zoom in over here. Okay. Let's have a look at the waveform. Now, they're different lengths for a start, so that doesn't really help you out. But let's play them side by side like I did yesterday and see if they match up as well as those other two clips did when I played synths and synths together, or what you said was sets and synths together. But they did match up perfectly, right? So they should do the same thing if what you're saying is actually the truth.
Peanut.
Maybe I'm just hearing it wrong. Maybe I'm just hearing it wrong. All right, headphones off.
Peanut.
All right, we had a bit of the weird clippy stuff. This will be rendered and on the end of the video, all of this.
Peanut.
Yeah, no, sorry, Steve. You're full of crap, champ. Apologies for that. Let me just go and finish off the video. I've got a bit of a rant prepared for you. I mean, the speech. It's a rant. Now, look, I can take a joke with the best of them, but you are flying in the face of everything that you've said you stand for. And I'm not going to let that slide, buddy. You cannot talk about how you paid out to Critical Think in the same video that you pull this crap. Look, Craig does not need me to fight his battles. He's been fighting bigger, badder battles than this against bigger, badder people than you for a long, long time. Now, Steve, you offered £1,000, not peanuts, £1,000 to the first person who could slow down the footage and prove that Jeren said synths and not sets. I did exactly that. Now, you can go ahead and try to pull my video apart 8 ways from Sunday. You're welcome to try your luck. And if you like, I can send you the export file from DaVinci Resolve and all of my source files, and then you can import that file into DaVinci Resolve. You can download it for free and have a play around with it. But everything I said is above board. Everything in that video is legit, and everything in that video points to synths. Now, Steve, if I was a cynical person, and I'm Australian, so I'm really not, I'm quite positive most of the time, but if I was a cynical person, then I could probably be forgiven for suspecting that perhaps your little peanuts versus pounds jibe at Craig was more than just a harmless joke, that perhaps it was a calculated ploy to avoid the £1,000 debt you racked up last night when you saw my video. I could be wrong. Maybe you haven't watched it yet, and that's totally fine. But I have left a couple of comments on your channel Some of them where I've tagged your YouTube username with the @heydude thingy, which have disappeared. I'm not saying you deleted them, not at all, and I've backed you on that on your own channel, but for some reason those comments have just vanished when I've made them. That's totally fine, and I'm not blaming you for that, Steve. I am blaming you for not emailing me. Now, full disclosure, and you flatties will get a kick out of this, and you globers will too. The email address on my About page that I've been mouthing off about was incorrect. I misspelled it. That's right, I did a facatoid. Happy to own it. I think it's pretty funny. But it is fixed and my email is working. So you can go and grab that, get in touch, Steve, and arrange to pay up the £1,000 that I am owed. You put it out there on Front Street. It's there for the world to see. I've done the analysis to back up my claim that you did indeed say pounds in that video, just to be on the safe side because I'm clever like that. And how did you put it in your video? Oh, that's right. I believe what I need to say is, Steve, I'm
still waiting.
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
Still waiting. Still waiting.
I'm still waiting.
And people could say, well, that's been deceitful of me, and so I was never going to pay out.
deceitful. Perish the thought, Steve. As you said, you paid out to Critical Think $500. I know I said at the start of the video, you shouldn't really be talking about that when you're basically performing a rug pull, but you did honor your bet with Critical Think. And that's why, Steve, I'm in your corner, because I fully expect you to pay out on your challenge to yours truly. Because as far as deceitful goes, as far as being deceptive or underhanded or untrustworthy, that's not you, is it, Steve? You're a man of your word. You hate deception in all its forms. You're the one who called out Will Duffy. You're the one who went into bat against every single participant of the final experiment. You are the shining beacon of integrity and honor that Flat Earth needs. And I, for one, know that you will not let your side or my side down. We have honored your name. We have held you up as an example of the one exception to MCToon's Laws of Flerf that state very, very clearly that all Flat Earth challenges are fake. No exceptions. But you proved it wrong by paying Critical Think. And we applauded you for that. But now you're showing your true colors, Steve. Or are you? We can sort this out right now, Steve. One email. That's all it takes. And I will jump on this channel and I will let everybody know that you are, in fact, a man of integrity and a man of your word. But this little joke of yours, Steve, that doesn't get you off the hook. It doesn't get you off the hook at all. Not even close, because I am going to pursue what is rightfully mine. It's time, Steve. You need to put your money where your mouth is. And if you can't do that, then Steve, you need to stop letting your mouth write checks that your ass can't cash. I've got the receipts. I've got the screenshots of my comments, and any correspondence that does or doesn't come in is all going to be out in the open. So please, Steve, as we say here in Australia, do yourself a favor and reach out. Get in touch. Or, as it was so eloquently put in a certain Hollywood masterclass of theatricality,
show me the money. Does that make you feel good just to say that?
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
Still waiting. Still waiting.
I'm still waiting.
So guys, that's the offer. Take Jaren's footage, run it through whatever software you want, slow it down, see if you can isolate Jeren saying since and not sets, and if you can do that successfully, if he says since, then I'll pay out the £1,000. Then I'll pay out the £1,000. Pounds. 1,000 peanuts. 1,000 peanuts. Peanuts. Pounds. Peanuts. Pounds.